Right, she's in the house again with good news this
Happy
morning.
to be here.
Good. Well,
happy.
Anytime we're above dirt, we're in good
That's
shape.
the way I look at it. And we have 3 planets changing signs. Everything's been in Aries for the last month or so, and the sun went into Taurus, but today Mars, the planet of ego-oriented expression, goes into the sign of Taurus, and that always indicates a shift as to where you are putting your ego-oriented energies. And then Saturday and Sunday, Mercury, the planet of communication, goes in there, and Venus, planet of love, goes in there. So it's all Taurus. I thought I would tell people what they could expect with that.
Okay.
For Tauruses in general, this is a very empowering time for them. This is their new start. Every 22 months or so, Mars goes into your sign and fires you up. And Tauruses everywhere are starting to feel the passion, the energy, the belief, the I gotta do something. They're sort of coming out of their shell, and it's more about promoting the Taurus's interest rather than anybody else's. So if you've had a Taurus that has been on the kind of quiet side, you can expect that to be over.
I have two of them at the house.
And fired up, which is a good thing, I think.
Yeah.
For Geminis, not so much. I think that this is a very difficult time for Gemini. Mars is in their 12th house. They are trying to finish up 22 months worth of activity. They are not ready to start new stuff. And for Geminis, they hate staying in one place, finishing things up, and they really, really need to do that. And they're going to be looking for allies, and actually they have some female allies that will help them out. For Cancers, it's a great time for them. Mars is 2 signs away. It's in their 11th house of hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives. And they get to achieve a long-standing hope, wish, goal, or objective through a team effort. So it's great for Cancers. It kind of reinforces their behavior. For Leos, it's in their 10th house of career and public standing, and that means the fight's on for Leos. Leos have really been cruising right along the last 4 or 5, 6 weeks, and all of a sudden there's a roadblock, there's a glitch, there's someone who just says no. And the Leo's not going to take very kindly to that. So to the Leo, I say dig in your heels. Don't fight blindly, but don't give up ground either. Don't yield, kind of thing. For Virgos, important legal educational matters, real estate, property, contracts, negotiations really start to go very well for them. And Virgo has actually, which is unusual for them, has the upper hand in any kind of a negotiation. So my advice to Virgo is take the money and run like a thief. Really, don't try and shake out a better deal for yourself. You'll get your best deal right up front, and when the law's on your side, you want to use it. For Libras, this is good and bad news. Money flows their way, and at the same time, it flows out. I would like to think that the inflow is a little greater than the outflow, but Libra has to be careful to look around their life to find that anything that can break will, because it's unanticipated expenses. And my advice to Libra is fix it right the first time. No half-baked measures, because it won't work out for them. They'll end up spending more. But the good news is at least there's money.
For my 2 Libras in the room.
I'm hip. We're going to have to give them more money. So, which is good for them. For Scorpios, Mars is in their 7th house of partners. Partners have just about had it up to here with Scorpios, and they are really going to be called to task. I think out of all the signs, Scorpio probably has the toughest time with this energy because it is all in opposition. There's nothing the Scorpio can do to change it, to ameliorate it. Their best answer is yes, dear, or yes, sir, and try not to fight it. Sagittarians, nothing but work for you, buddy. Hard work for you guys. 3 of those planets are in your 6th house of work and responsibilities. You either get to expand your existing job or some obstacle that's in your way gets out of your way. But it's a whole lot of effort and lots of hard work for Sagittarians. So they can remember the good time they had last month while they're working out in the hot sun. For Capricorns, they just want to have fun. It's in their 5th house of love affairs, children, sports, amusements, pleasures. If you're a Capricorn and you want children, this is the time to do it. If you're a Capricorn and you don't want children, good Lord, be proactive about that. And I mean everything from kittens, dogs, cats, people coming in. It's just expanding the love principle in their life is what that is. So.
Spring.
Yes, spring and people's
love.
fancy,
Yes, right,
turns. Yes, so, and that always has all kind of consequences for Aquarians. It is in their 4th house of home, and they're fixing to knock down walls at home. They want to remodel their home, refurbish their home, tear down some sort of structure at home, and then begin to build it back up. And to my Aquarian friends, I say, make sure you know where the load-bearing walls are before you start knocking stuff over. Pisces, great time for them. They actually have the upper hand in a negotiation. Pisces have been trying to bring something to fruition over the last 2 years or so. And for some reason it hasn't occurred, but it occurs over the next 6 weeks or so. And Pisces really needs to stand their ground and ask for what they're worth rather than backing down or compromising, because they're very much likely to get it. And then for the last sign, for Aries, it's about real estate, it's about property, it's about earning more money. They are likely to get a small windfall. I don't know where it's going to come from, but the money flows that Aries way, and it'll be all they can do to hold on to it, because as soon as it comes in, they're going to spend it as well. But at least the money flow is headed their way, and it's through their own efforts rather than an inherited thing. So tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac, and I'm really excited about the Bolts. I don't think it'll be a sweep, but I think we'll be playing in a couple of weeks too.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yes,
that's what I wanted to hear.
it is. Me too.
All right, my dear. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.